Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly out to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got...
He's off to the races. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
It'll be a draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes his connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This is the 8th play of this long drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense has found some room on this drive, but the defense trying to stand tall on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is good! And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Colorado's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Bulls his way forward. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Good timing on the quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Quickly complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Handoff from the gun. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the give off the left side. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Using the quick game, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. At the 20, he's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 9 over Boston College. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First down to start the drive after the break. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He's back to throw on second down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On the move. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On second down, looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo! Buffaloes!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to...
And he intercepts it. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone covers. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Now the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Russell. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
But I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot, work in the middle of the field, and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He wants to throw it again. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Makes a catch past the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Field goal is good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Rides to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. That's caught. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little feet putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to throw on third. Finds his tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Fires it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
Running toward the tape. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
He finds his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The offense starts with a short field. Wide receiver shows motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for the defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got him, and they convert. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He's got his man. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Russell. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The give to the tailback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick strike complete. That's midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll throw it on first down. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to move it through the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll go to the air. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Working that left side now. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Looking to throw it again. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Russell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
The throw falls incomplete.
They'll operate out of split backs. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game.